at the couple swap, if Tori gets swapped with one of them boys, and he has to her by then, they can her. Oh my God, that's...
It's the audacity for me, the fact that last week we had Tori, standing 10 toes deep saying how she was going to humiliate Timothy and she was going to embarrass him because she gets paid big bucks to do that. And yet when she finds out about the derogatory things her husband is saying, she wants to shrink into the floor. And it's like, where's that person who was standing up to Timothy? What happened to them? Anyway. Hey there, thanks for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, share, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Married at First Sight Australia, Season 11, Episode 16. Is it me, or are there way too many faces that you have to write them down so that you remember who is who? Oh my God, it's too many people. Anyway, it's the third dinner party, so everybody's getting ready for the dinner party, and it's like, oh my God, different relationships to have you on different rides. Anyway, you have the new couple, so you have Michael and Stephen sort of getting ready. They are, Stephen is nervous because he's getting to meet everybody for the first time. At least Michael met the wives, so he knows the wives, whereas Stephen doesn't know anyone, so he's just jumping into the deep end. Yes. There was no one at their wedding as well, which makes it very awkward. And then you have Ridge and Jade. Ridge and Jade are in a good place. They're banging boots, so hey, they're good. And the way Ridge, I think, was very receptive of the fact that Jade has got a child made it easier for her to sort of overlook some of his red flags. He seemed to be very mature when he was talking to her. So I think I know someone in the comments said it's very dangerous to take someone away from their friends. I wasn't saying to completely cut them off. With relationships, we grow. As we grow and evolve, our relationships with people change. And some people fall along the way. Some people join us along the way to become our best self. So I'm not saying cut him off from every single person. It's just the people that feed the monster that is the persona that he's created. Anyway, I digress. And then you have Madeline and Ash. Poor Ash, she's very confused. He doesn't know who he's married to. He's married to so many people. I don't want to sort of diagnose her, but it's very uncomfortable. And surprisingly, when she's been told to sit down and wait to go somewhere, she's well behaved. She doesn't hear the voices. It's only when they're in the middle of doing something with Ash that she starts to receive these signals. When she's in an interview or whatever, I know on her wedding, I think she received one sort of message, but still, it's a bit too convenient. You have, Richard and Andre. They're happy. They're in a good place, so they're getting ready for the dinner party. You have Lucinda and Timothy, and surprisingly, I think Lucinda reading him at the commitment ceremony was good because he seems to have really made an effort to get to know her. He was saying, yes, I've lowered some of my walls, but they're not all fully down, but I'm making efforts to make sure that we lower them. And I think he's one of the lucky guys in the experiment who was matched with an amazing person. Him and Tristan, I think, were the two people that were very lucky in regards their matches, because I think they're matched with amazing women. I hope, if nothing else, they catch up before they lose these women. Even Richard, I think his match is amazing as well, because I think Andrea is a great catch for him. So that's good to see them starting off on a positive note. Surprise, surprise, Sarah has behaved this week, so they are in a good place as well. And it's like, oh my God, there's too many characters. People are going to be performing so that they can stand out. So they seem to be in a good place. And then you have Cassandra and Tristan, and they are very happy. One thing about Cassandra and Tristan, you can't knock them because they're always willing to learn. Yes, they're not perfect, but they're always willing to learn irregardless of what's going on with them. Whatever advice the experts have given them, they've taken it on board. Whatever sort of advice the other couples have given them, they've always taken it on board, which is something I always commend in people that go on Married at First Sight, that as long as you go on Married at First Sight and are willing to learn, I love you. Because at the end of the day, if you go with the intention of getting married and you are taught lessons that will help your marriage and you put them into practice, then you're my favorite couple ever. Because I've seen how it can work with Shanice and Jeffy. So I hope, if nothing else, Cassandra and Tristan actually do take this on board and continue to work. Tristan did say he was coming on board. He was sort of now taking on board whatever everybody else was telling him. I think he's heard so many times that you're amazing that he's starting to believe that he definitely is amazing. I want justice for Timothy. Because people sort of were dogging him for the way he spoke about Tori and Jack's relationship. And I remember saying that Tori is going to be humiliated when she sees the things that her husband was saying behind her back. And here we go. Another dinner party, another drama, including Tori and Jack as the entertainment. Anyway, you have Laura reveal that apparently Jack has given the green light to the other husbands to say, you're more than welcome to sleep with my wife if there's a wife swap, because I'm not attracted to her. And it's like, maybe these are the things that Timothy heard that he was trying to warn her about. And instead she stood on her pedestal and say, I get paid big bucks to bring down old men like him, and I'm going to walk him like a dog. And here we are. Another day, and Jack does something more humiliating than the day before. Hey, it's interesting watching everybody in their cars sort of talking about, oh, it looks like there's a storm brewing, and Tristan is saying, it looks like something bad is about to happen. And it's like, well, it is. Hurricane, Lauren is here and she's going to burn everything. The fact that she had a conversation with Jonathan in the car and sort of told him, I think she told him before they left that this is what I've done, and the producer said you need to say it on camera. And so this is why she's had a conversation. And Jonathan, he's sort of caught between a rock and a hard place in the sense that this is why you don't tell couples your secret, one of the partners, because you are you will be the topic of conversation when they meet up. And so whatever he did, Jonathan ran home and told Lauren, and Lauren is best friends with Tori, so Lauren is about to let it burn. The producers are messy, because they have, Jonathan and Lauren be the first couple to arrive, knowing that she has the tea to sell. So they wanted to spill it to everyone as they come in, because they could have kept it till last, but they wanted it spread before Tori and Jack arrive. So you had, Lauren and Jonathan arrive first, and then next you had Sarah and Tim, and Sarah and Lauren and Tori are close friends. So obviously, Lauren then handed it over to Sarah because she knows Sarah knows how to, disperse the tea. And it's going to be toxic and it's going to be messy. And I'm just going to be sitting here rocking from side to side. Lucinda and Timothy arrive next. They are on cloud nine. They barely know, what's going on. After Lucinda and Tim is Tristan and Cassandra, and the experts are really rooting for Cassandra and Tristan. They really want them to work. Obviously, there is a rolling joke between Tim and Tristan because Tristan calls him dad, so he got him a Father's Day gift. That was cute. Even Timothy said, oh, Tristan is one of the nicest guys in the experiment, so that was sweet to see. You then have Ben and Ellie arrive, and then it's Richard and Andrea arrive. They seem very happy. They walk in dancing. Apparently Richard likes to dance, so I think that's what they were doing. Next is Jaden and Eden. Jaden and Eden are in love. I don't even know what's going on. I think they're drama-free. When a couple is drama-free, you barely get to see them. Then we have Mr. D's come in. You have Ridge walk in with Jade. Oh, they're cute. Everybody said, oh, they look amazing. And he had to say his D's. And everybody was just looking at him like, what the hell? Poor Tristan was saying, maybe because I'm not cool, that's why I don't understand what he's saying. But I have no idea. Even the experts were saying, we have no idea what he's saying. Next, you have Ash and Madeline. And poor Ash is like a deer in headlights. Because he doesn't know whether to be happy or he's just looking around, and I think he's trying to say, save me. And surprise, there are no signals coming. Because she's walked into a room with other people. This is why I say she's performing. Somebody said she used to be on Neighbours or Hollyoaks or whatever. She's really putting in the performance of her life. I get it. So you have, Ash sort of saying to Jonathan, oh, it was, it was a very toxic, very dramatic honeymoon. And he couldn't say what was happening, or they sort of cut off once he started explaining what was happening. I think the producers are trying to save it for a later date. And then you had Michael come in with Stephen, and everyone was ecstatic. The guys were sort of didn't know Michael and Stephen, but the girls knew of Michael because they had their bachelorette party together. So that was cute to see. That was an amazing reception because it took away any tension or any sort of anxiety that Stephen might have that, oh, I'm a replacement, because everybody accepted them as a couple because the girls knew who Michael was. The guys knew the guy that Michael had initially been matched with, but nobody knew who Stephen was. And the fact that they were all welcoming and they were quick to hug him. Some were saying, you can hug me, it's okay. And that was cute to see. I really liked that. The producers are really saving Tori for last. They want to drop her in it. That way she's not prepared and everybody gets to watch her. And I can't wait. I know I'm evil, aren't I? Because of the way she dragged poor Timothy when he was trying to give her a heads up. Instead of asking him, why do you keep saying that? She went into attack mode and tried to sort of protect someone who's not protecting her. And so sadly, I can't wait to see the fireworks. The producers are messy because they brought in Tori and Jack last. I think just for the theatrics, because they wanted everyone to be there to witness what was happening. That's my opinion. I think they wanted everyone to know before Tori came in. So her friends pulled her aside. She had Sarah, Lauren, and Eden. They pulled her aside to have a chat, and poor Ben is happy somewhere saying, oh God, thank God, the smoke is not coming for me. So they tell her that Jack was saying, if you guys haven't slept together by the time we get to partner swap, any one of the guys is free to have sex with you because you're both not attracted to one another. No, he didn't say that. He said he wasn't attracted to her. His goal has been to humiliate her and humble her, and now he's doing that. And I think Tori was upset, but I think the most important thing is she was embarrassed. Because of the way she behaved and the way she defended him the week before. I think that was her number one thing. She was embarrassed. And that's why she couldn't talk. She couldn't say anything. She just sat there and the girls were afraid because she didn't react. And I think it was embarrassment. I think she just wanted the city to open up and just swallow her whole, because given how much she went to bat for this fool, to have him say these things, oh my God, I would have run across the room. I would have run across the room. I don't know what I would have done what I got there, but I would have run across the room to where he is, and I maybe would have given him a piece of my mind. So as soon as the girls told Tori what was happening, the dinner was announced and everybody had to go and sit at the dinner table. And Jack knew something was on. He knew something was on. He could sense something was coming, because when they sat down, he looked at Tori and she didn't look happy. She was humiliated. She wanted to hide, and so you could tell she really wasn't comfortable. And so he asked her, "What happened? Who said something to you? Is it the one in front of us?" Meaning Lauren. And I think she must have given him a signal to say yes. So then he decided to stare Lauren down and think he could intimidate her. Maybe someone like Kaz, maybe someone like, I'm trying to think, maybe Jade, or maybe Ellie would have backed down, but Lauren is the wrong one. Lauren, Eden, and Sarah are the wrong ones to come with that, So he sort of asked her, "What did you say to my wife?" Sort of like, "You're upset, my wife." And she's like, "No, what did you say?" And dude, "What do you mean, what did I say? What did you say at the gym?" And he was like, "It was a joke." And they said, "Tell us the joke then." So everybody else, I think, hadn't heard it, because they started asking, "What's the joke? What's the joke?" And Jonathan was right to say, "I didn't take it for a joke. It doesn't sound like a joke at all." And then it came out. Oh my God. It's humiliating for Tori. And I hope Timothy doesn't say anything. I want him to be vindicated, but to be vindicated without his input in this matter. Please, Timothy, please. I wish the experts had either matched Jack with Lauren or with Sarah or with Eden, actually. Eden appears to, be able to stand up for herself, because he's having this back and forth with Lauren. I think he thought he could wear her down. He could intimidate her into silence. So the moment she kept going, he tried to sort of twist twist the words and get Jono to back up whatever he wanted to say. And when he realized Jono was sort of stuck and was trying to sort of debate who to side with, he then told Lauren to shut up and told, Jono that, oh, you need to, muzzle your mouth. And it's like the audacity. I would have been flying across the table. And you have people, everybody, you could hear a pin drop, and everybody looked at him in disgust and disdain, because how dare he? Even Rich said if, had said something like that about Jade, they I would have freaked out. And he knows who to pick on because he's managed to wear this girl down. She looks like a shadow of her former self. She looks like she wants to cry. And she's saying, oh no, this can be civil. No. He knows who to pick on. He would never have said that about Eden because he knows for a fact that Jaden would have had him lights out. He knows that for a fact. One blow, he would have been on the floor. So he knows who to pick on, and he knows which husband won't say anything. And to have everyone speak out against it, even Tristan, who always wants, everything to go okay, is shocking. And so for him to then intimidate Jonathan to backing him up, it's like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. I'm sorry. I don't like swearing at these people because I don't know them. But you're an idiot because this is recorded. It's on TV for us to see. All we need to do is go back a couple of episodes and we'll see you sit there. I'm not attracted to my wife. I don't have that spark. I don't have that urge to say I want to have sex with this girl. When I meet someone, I already know if I'm going to have sex with them or not. So the fact that you said this is not a joke. You said you're not attracted to your wife. Why would you think you sort of inciting another man to sleep with your wife is a joke? Make it make sense. He's after the drama. He's after the limelight. He's after the celebrity that comes with being on the show. And so for him to say Lauren is a clout chaser and she's bringing this up just because she's after clout is stupid. And it's silly and it's childish. And I like the fact that when he tried to stare Lauren down, she stared him down and didn't blink. Sadly, Jonathan, in my opinion, this is not a good look. The fact that he sided with a lie is not a good look, just because it shows what sort of person you are in a relationship, let alone other people in society that you have to deal with, because they're going to say, are you saying this because this is the truth, or are you saying it just because you don't want to get yourself in trouble? I didn't like it. It left a very bad taste in my mouth and a lot of sort of me questioning whether Jonathan is the right man for Lauren. Everyone has been put off by Jack. The moment he told Lauren to shut up and he told Jonathan to muzzle his wife, everybody went off him and everybody was upset. Every single couple was upset, and I don't think they'll ever look at him the same. I don't know why he's not kicked out of the experiment for that. I like the fact that Lucinda was able to sort of bring the mood up back in the room, because everybody was so tense after that, standoff between Lauren and Jack. So she started asking about the new couples, and you have, Jade and Ridge. They are in their own la la land. They are attracted to one another. I hope they don't explode. I hope they go the same way as Eden and Jaden. But they seem to be in a good place. He had to make a joke. It just flew over everybody's head, including mine. I didn't understand it. You have Michael and Stephen. They are happy, they seem to be in a good place. And everybody wants to be the power couple. And it's like, it's not a competition. You're there to find love. If you find it amazing. If you don't, it's okay. You can go back and keep looking until you find your one. And then you have Ash and Madeline. Ash was like, oh, we're doing amazing. I think he just wanted to put a ruler underneath it and just leave it at that. And then you had Madeline come in. Oh, I'm in love and this, I've been holding myself back. And Ash is looking at her like, what the hell is she talking about? I have no idea. Everybody else in the room is looking. And surprisingly, I would have expected the messages to come. I expected the messages to come to say Jack is lying. Why didn't the messages come? Anybody? Somebody help me. Where were the messages when, Jack was playing up? And then you have Tristan talking to his dad, Timothy. Coming onto the experiment, in my opinion, is the best decision that Timothy made for himself, in the sense that not only was he able to sort of be matched with an amazing woman, but he was also able to sort of create friendships, because most people that go on reality TV talk about the fact that you leave with some amazing relationships. People from Love is Blind always say this. And so you have Timothy, he's formed a bond with Tristan, and Tristan sort of calls him dad, and he has taken to Tristan and is sort of eventually accepting that Tristan is younger than him, and so he's his son. So the fact that they have this in-depth conversation that sort of lets you know how trusting Timothy is of Tristan and how he has grown fond of Tristan, because he tells him, you know, my mom died, my brother committed suicide that year, and then you have my dad. Before he died, he told me that he didn't like me, more or less. And so to see that and to see him realize that, you know, Lucinda is the best thing for him, and to have people like Tristan speak up on Lucinda and say Lucinda is doing wonders with this man is amazing, amazing. I've always said this, that Timothy is one of the people on Married at First Sight Australia who was given one of the best gifts, in the sense that he was matched with Lucinda, just as Tristan was matched with Cassandra. They were matched with people that will help them be the best version of themselves. People that are loving, caring, compassionate, empathetic, and patient enough to sort of help them go through whatever they're going through. And so I hope, if nothing else, Timothy actually appreciates Lucinda, because after his conversation and his confessional, he comes and he sits right beside Lucinda and asks her, are you having a great time? And I think he's realizing that, oh my God, yes, Lucinda might not be a 20-year-old, she might not be this, that, and the other, but her inside far out, her soul, her goodness far outweighs any supermodel or whoever else he could have dated. So I hope he continues to appreciate her, and I hope they actually do make it work, because I can see wonders for this couple. It's sad that Jonathan and Lauren are now experiencing problems. Yes, they had their issues, but they were always able to get over them. But they're now having issues, and you have Tori sitting there with her husband, and it's like, when this happened on Married at First Sight UK, whereby they felt that her husband was manipulating his wife and was borderline sort of being on the side of becoming psychological abusive, they kicked them out of the experiment. And I think this is what needs to happen with Tori and Jack. I think that's it. I think they shouldn't tolerate his behavior. I think they've got enough dramatic people left on the show that they don't need Jack. I think they need to set up a line or a boundary that we will not tolerate this behavior, because now you have Lauren and Jonathan sort of having a back and forth, and Lauren is feeling some type of way because he didn't back her up, and he's saying, well, I didn't expect you to use the words that I used. And it's like, so what did you expect me to do then? Did you expect me to embellish? Did you expect me to make it look better than it is? No, I used your words verbatim. Whatever you said, that's what I said. And so it's sad, but this has sort of vindicated Lauren in the sense that she was always saying he's not able to man up, he's not able to stand up for me, I will be, be confrontational, and this is something that I like in a partner. And so it's sad. I can see why they would have broken up. I can see why he would ended up with Ellie, because he wants somebody who's like him. But then if problems arise, who's going to stand up for the other person? Because Lauren is not there to defend you. I don't get it. I really don't get it. It was a toxic and chaotic dinner party. And wow. You've really crossed the line when you have people like Ridge sort of looking at you and going, what the hell? You've really crossed the line. And I liked his revelation for Timothy's revelation, him having a conversation with Tristan. That was sweet. But anyway, I digress. Thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and click on the link in my video to watch my review from episode 15. Bye guys.